Thanks for joining us, and hello, college basketball fans. We've got a great night ahead and a couple outstanding teams going at it. We're going to have the pleasure to watch. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg. It's the Texas Longhorns facing the UCLA Bruins.
There is no feeling like a packed house on a college campus. You can just feel the electricity in the air as two major colleges go head-to-head on the hardwood.
And even though this game isn't a must-have game, it feels like a tournament game, a one-and-done type situation. Both of these programs know that a win here could be huge for them as they get ready to make a run in March.
Now let's take a look at the Longhorns' opening lineup. They've got Doherty. Edwards is out there with Ellis. Then it's Turner. And it's Ford in at the 4 spot.
And with Freak, he takes a lot of pride in where he hails from. Didn't grow up with a silver spoon in his hand by any means, and his family cheers him on from Harlem.
And, Greg, you can see it in this game. I mean, we're all a product of where we've been, our environment, our experiences. And with Freak, he doesn't take anything for granted. Some of the very best players of all time have come from the projects like Freak, and he takes pride in playing for Harlem when he's on the court.
Some nice ball movement by the Bruins. Pass to Fresh. He dishes it to Freak. That's tipped. Now here's Doherty. Pass to Edwards. And the foul called on Freak. That's his first foul.
Well, in Texas, the Longhorns are known for their football history, actually all over the country. They have an impressive basketball alumnus list, too, though. A lot of pros have come out of Texas.
And he hits it and gets hacked on the play. Longhorns leading by 6. On the court for the Longhorns. Turner is out there with Hudson. Then there's Edwards. Then there's Doherty. And it's Thornton in a 2-guard. Here is Edwards. They lead by 6, their biggest margin. Kicks it to Hudson. It's good, and he makes his first shot of the game.
Yeah, I love the communication and the chemistry between those teammates.
Free against Edwards. Here's Free. Here's Freak. And the 3-ball is good.
Really well done there. Just confident and composed, never in a hurry. And you see a lot of players who are very talented play with a me-first approach. That is not the case with Freak. He doesn't try and attract any unnecessary attention and just focuses on playing his game.
Yeah, I like that about him, Greg. I mean, in a day and age where most guys are self-centered and it's all about me, it's refreshing for a player like Freak who doesn't invite that kind of noise. I mean, that's as impressive as his skill set.
Feeds it to Thornton. Edwards a screen on Porter. And Doherty kicks to Edwards. Doherty the screen. And a wide open look for Thornton. Buries it from 3-point range. Thornton's got himself on the board with 3 there.
You know, the defense has got to do a much better job of fighting over those screens.
And, Greg, especially when the ball is in his hands. I mean, come on now. You know he doesn't miss too many open looks like that.
Now here's Freak. He's got 6.
That's terrific defense right there to prevent from converting in close.
Edwards passes to Doherty. Gets to the rim for 2 with the D all over him. Doherty's got the lead up to 8 now for Texas. 59 seconds left in the first half of basketball. Here's the 3. Shot by Roberts, no good.
Boy, with an open look like that, he is so gifted. Man, you've got to play better defense.
He's still in rhythm, even though he misses that one. Almost always deadly when he's that open.
Those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten in the first half here.
And I think they should continue to work the ball down low, Clark. It's really going to free up their outside shooting.
Here's Free. Porter dishes to Freak. And stolen by Doherty.
And they can guarantee this is the last possession of the quarter if they hold it.
And I'm guessing that's exactly what they're probably going to do here.
Comes up empty from 19 feet out.
And honestly, not real happy with the shot selection on that one.
Yeah, clearly a brain fade there. He's got to be a little smarter in his choice making.
They set the pick. Here's Roberts, and it's blocked. And that's out of bounds. UCLA will retain possession. Hello and welcome back. This is college basketball on 2K Sports. And if you're just tuning in, this is Kevin Harlan along with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg as we get set for the second half.
And guys, without a doubt, it's been a rough go so far here for Freak and his team. They just can't find anything to capitalize on consistently thus far.
And Greg, I'm anticipating plenty of adjustments from the coach, but I tell you what, when it comes down to what happens in the second half, it's about the players executing. A few quick baskets right out of the gate, and it's anybody's game.
So on the floor for UCLA, Freak in at the 3. Fresh is out there with Free, and it's Roberts in at center. Here is Edwards. Edwards with the screen. Turner with the screen for Ellis. The dish to Turner. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that, that's your only option.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, free throws are always better than a layup, so I'd agree with you there, Greg.
Irving's checked in for UCLA. That one falls, so he hits both of them.
He has such terrific form and consistency on his free throws. Beautiful to watch. One thing with Freak that we know is he makes sure he gets his shots up no matter what. One way or another, he's going to get his workout in, and that's why so many are confident that he'll continue to improve.
Part of it is that he has a twin sister who actually taught him how to play ball. She helped him develop his game and become the player he is today. Pretty nice to have a sibling willing to help you develop your skill set on the court.
Here is Edwards after the Bruins picking up a basket just moments ago. Here's Turner, and he banks in the layup.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, the defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint.
Here's Freak following the score by Miles Turner. Here's Fresh. Misses the 3. Longhorns leading by 9. Edwards passes to 4. It's blocked. Here's the break. Here's Fresh. And you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it 3.
Almost an impossible shot to block.
And so it's Texas with it. On the court for the Longhorns. We've got Hudson. And it's Rush in at the 3. The pass to Ellis. Ford kicks to Ellis. Blair dishes to Ford. And the foul called on Freak. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. Turner's checked in for Hudson. On defense, the Bruins. They trail by 3. On the wing, Ellis. On the wing, Turner. Texas moving it around. Campbell kicks to Freak. Tipped away. Rush with the steal. Blair with it. There's a screen to the middle. And Turner throws it down.
And guys, that's a big swing right there. I mean, taking the steal and then turning it into 2 easy points on the dunk.
No telling how important that sequence could turn out to be.
And guys, in a game this snug, moments like that are the ones we usually look back on at the end as a difference maker.
Now here's Freak. The second chance effort. The shot by Looney, no good. We've got 1:48 left here in the second half of the game. Dishes it to Turner. Sinks that one from the post. And Texas leads by 7.
That is some real serious dime dropping there. Exquisite assist.
Martin passes to Johnson. Inside, Freak, and he jams it with authority.
You know, so often we can forget that these players are student athletes. I mean, Freak does not have that problem. He's an amazing student off the floor and is very dedicated in the classroom.
And how about Freak with a 4.0 GPA, an honor student in high school, and has carried that same work ethic to college as well as he prepares for his games. He truly embodies what it means to be a student athlete.
They're starting to feel it from deep. Let's tighten up our pressure on the perimeter and make those looks tougher to get. We're going to give up the drive, but we have to rotate on the weak side to get there.
And some changes here for the Bruins. Roberts is checked in for Johnson. Fresh comes in for Campbell. And Free subbed in for Barton. .114 left to play here in the second half. Here's Edwards. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot two. And taking a quick look here at the hustle stats for the Longhorns.
You know, block shots, guys, a clear indicator on the stat sheet of their excellent defense. I mean, leaving them no room to get off any shot.
Yeah, but they've been offensive defensively tonight because they've really forced the issue on D and come up with quite a few steals and deflections.
Two-possession game now, guys. Some very important free throws there.
Here's Free. 56 seconds left to play in the second half.
Went for the two-hander on that slam. That's where the weight room comes into play, Kevin.
I think some urgency from him there.
Yeah, I think he's sensing that this is a critical time in the game, fellas.
Passes to Full. Teardrop shot, and it's Freak with the rebound.
Boy, he blew the easy two by Profile. Trying to look good. That's a bad decision and poor execution.
And this is why you need good defenders on the interior to contest shots.
Yeah, Greg, making every shot a margin, even the shots in close.
And he cannot convert on the second. That misses. And it's the Bruins with the ball. 4-point game. Launches a three. Rebounded by Ellis. Roberts. Money! And he has brought them to within 2 points.
What a bucket at one of the more crucial moments of the game.
How about the cool, collected way in which he delivered it? Touch!
And the road back into this game wasn't a short one, but they've managed to make it all the way back and tie this thing up.
And, Greg, I've got to admit to you, I mean, I did not think they were going to get all the way back. I thought they were done. But they've shown some serious resilience and character to battle this far back.
Free against Edwards. There's the pick. He kicks to Doherty. The three. Can't get the three to fall.
And with room like that off the pick, you have got to knock that one down.
Well, you know, they did everything right, Greg. They executed. All you want is a good look at the basket. Sometimes the shots just don't fall.
Making a switch here. Freaks check in. And some changes here for Texas. Here's Free. Pass to Looney. Now here's Freak. Defense right on him. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there. And he drops the first one, and he can gather himself now and try to make it 2 in a row. He's perfect from the line this time. Now Edwards. And so it's Texas with it. They've led by as much as 10. Now, here is Ford. Guarded closely.
That's a huge shot.
And that put a hush over the crowd.
Wow, I mean, took these fans out of the game in the blink of an eye.
Free passes to Roberts. Here's Free. Yes!
No doubt one of the most highly touted players on the floor is Free. His abilities out on the wing are just phenomenal, and he is one of the few players that can dominate from that position.
And Greg, it takes a special talent to be able to control the game from the perimeter, but Freak is that kind of player. I mean, he can hurt you in so many different ways when he's left one-on-one with the defender, and he's comfortable pulling up or attacking the basket.
They set the pick. Goes up off the pick. Putting on a show for these people.
I cannot believe he pulled that one out in the course of an actual game. Are you kidding me?
I'll tell you what, Mama always said, if you got it, flaunt it.
Let it fly. Let it fly.
Mama said that, huh? And here's Edwards to win it. Oh, the all-or-nothing shot. No good. So it's UCLA picking up the win. Clark, a double overtime game can really take its toll on the players. And after this one, the officials, the fans, everyone's going to have to take a needed rest.
Yeah, exactly. But I tell you what, they showed me the heart of a champion here in this one.
Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching this presentation of college basketball here on 2K Sports. Welcome, everyone, to the final game of the college basketball season. Tonight, we will crown the winner of this year's tournament. And no matter what the outcome here tonight, what a ride it has been. I'm Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. We'll see the Wisconsin Badgers facing the UCLA Bruins.
Kevin, this is the night where we are going to see some intense basketball. High energy, lay it all out on the line for college hoops. Everything these young players have worked towards their entire life comes down to this exact moment.
And you can bet, Clark, that each and every player here tonight feels the importance of this game like no other in their lives, really. A big key in coming through in a big game like this is how well you can compose yourself. How do you handle the pressure of the big stage? We'll find out soon enough which of these teams has the ability to harness all of that raw energy and focus on getting the job done.
And Wisconsin, looking at who they've got. They've got Decker. Hawkins is out there with Hill. Then it's Kaminsky, and it's Evans in at the power forward position.
And with any championship game, you know that every player is going to have their heart racing for the first few minutes. That's just natural. That's adrenaline. They'll need to remain calm, though, and let the game come to them and kind of ease into it.
And one guy, guys, I'll keep an eye on in this one is Freak. He is the consummate leader for his team. He can come out strong and play his game while keeping his intensity level up. It'll be just what they need to claim the title.
Here's Hawkins, and it's blocked. Dives for it. Here's Free. Now the pass to Fresh. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
And not many people know this, but the Badgers do have one college title in their trophy case. Won the tournament back in 1941. A different time back then, but a title nevertheless.
Here's Decker from 13 feet. It goes down. On defense, Wisconsin. Pass to Freak. Some nice ball movement by the Bruins. Looney passes to Freak. And he goes strong with the one-handed jam.
You know, one of the big questions on everybody's mind in this game is whether or not Freak will stay on for another year or go pro. I mean, usually a player with his upside would be a lock to be a one-and-done, but he's giving serious thought to staying.
And Freak is a guy who clearly values the scholastic aspect of collegiate sports, so it makes sense for him to think about staying beyond this season. Still, with Freak's draft stock rising, this could be his final game as a collegiate player.
And stolen by Freak. And the basket by Free. Free's got his first bucket in this one.
That's how you make an impact with defense. Once the steal is made, you know they're going to be scattered. The floor is open. Take care of business.
Always an advantage when you can get out in the open floor. You get much better rhythm offensively. And this lead, I think, is headed up.
And the Bruins going here with a whole new group out there. The Bruins leading by 3. And Wisconsin looking at who they've got. We've got Hawkins, also Peyton out there. Kaminsky out there with Decker. And it's Walker in at the 4 slot. There's the screen. Here's Porter. The Badgers pull it in.
Ill-advised shot there, Clark.
Yeah, exactly. That was lower than low percentage.
Here's Walker. Bank shot. No good.
And as we see Freak and his team go for the title here, he is trying to repeat what he did just a year ago. He was able to lead his high school to the PSAL championship.
Well, Greg, he was a 4-time All-American selection in high school and a unanimous one at that. He's won state titles before, but this is a different animal than high school.
And Porter drops them both. Wisconsin trails by 5. Now Hawkins. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. Here's Kaminsky. Gets to the rim for 2 with the D all over him. 1:06 left here in the first half. Here's Free. Kicks it to Freak. Banked in off the glass. Freak's got the lead up to 5 now for the Bruins.
And what a journey it has been, really, for this whole team to make it to the college championship, especially for Freak. A few bumps in the road for him, but what a story.
Greg, you get the feeling that it's only the beginning. I mean, the way he plays and the accolades he has, I mean, you can see him having a long and productive career at the pro level.
That's good.
I like the fact that he led his teammate right to the ideal spots. You don't always throw it to your teammate. You throw it to where he needs to be.
The rim-rattling two-handed jam.
Taking it to the rack with power right there.
And hammering down with the two-handed slam.
Just piling on the lead with the dunk like that.
Wisconsin trails by 7. 1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. And here's Hawkins. He kicks to Kaminsky. Peyton against Porter. Decker dishes to Kaminsky. Feeds it to Peyton. Shot clock at 5. Kaminsky kicks to Decker. Puts one up from 19. And there are the Badgers with another bucket. Freak. And we're through the first half of basketball here, and what's been a good one. And welcome back. We're just about ready to get going with the second half of a historical championship game. For those just tuning in, this is Kevin Harlan, pleased to be alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony as we get set to watch how the college basketball season will end.
And in a championship game like this one, guys, you would have expected a close battle. I don't think either side is going to be able to run away and hide in this one.
And, Greg, tight games like this are where legends are born. I mean, if a player like Freak can come up huge in this final half of play, he'll anchor himself in school history as one of the greats to ever play the game.
Freak, he's in at small forward. Fresh is out there with Free, and it's Roberts in at the center position. And for the Badgers, we've got Kaminsky. Hawkins is out there with Hill. Then it's Decker, and it's Evans in at the power forward. Hawkins with it. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him. Evans goes in. And it's Freak with the rebound. Freak's got his third rebound tonight.
And, guys, one big story that we have in this championship game is that a guy like Freak could boost his draft stock quite a bit. A win here could catapult him up the big boards of a lot of teams.
And, you know, while it's just one game, scouts will get a chance to see how he plays on the big stage. Knowing a player is at his best when the lights are brightest is a big plus in GM's books.
The Badgers making a switch here. They double him with Freak, and the foul called on Freak. That'll be his second foul of the game. Morris is checked in for UCLA.
Jonathan Morris.
Conley with the screen on Johnson. Count it, and the Bruin lead has been cut down now to just 5 on the basket from Conley.
Some big points there. I mean, they got him on a nice play to get the ball right to the bucket.
And exactly what they're looking for down the stretch, Clark. Just more of the same.
Now here's Freak. 10 points for him. Back to Starks. He dishes it to Freak. Evans against Irving. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Evans with some nice D. Wisconsin trails by 5. Hawkins kicks to Wade. And Hill has it in the corner. Evans setting the pick for Hill. Morris with the rebound.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
This game's still very much up in the air. I mean, this is where you start to separate the men from the boys and where heroes are born.
And one team looking to ice the win, the other hoping to force OT. I think right now you lean on your stars and get the ball to Freak every chance you get to try and come away here with the title.
The Bruins leading by 5. Freak in at small forward. Fresh is out there with Free, and it's Roberts in at the 5, roaming the paint. The dish to Freak. Passes it to Looney. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2.
Yeah, the defender all over him.
Greg, he got him good there. I mean, that's why the shot was so far off.
And a closer look here at the hustle stance for the Bruins.
Boy, their hounding, harassing effort at the defensive end, very impressive. And they forced quite a few turnovers as a result.
Yeah, but also they haven't missed a beat in terms of their fast break game. That's been equally as effective all night long.
Decker passes to Hawkins. Here's Evans. The shot misses. The Bruins go the other way with it. Here's Freak. Decker with the rebound.
That's terrific defense right there to prevent from converting in close.
Evans left side. Drops it in from 14 feet away. 1:43 left here in the second half of the game. Here's Free. There's the pick. Pass to Fresh. To the middle. And that one's good. Freak's got the lead up to 7 now for the Bruins.
He shot the ball exceptionally well as they've built this lead for themselves here.
Hill, he's checked in for Peyton. .124 left to play in the second half. Evans outside. They set the screen. It's Evans on the wing. Cans it from downtown.
Timely passing leads to assists, and that's been the recipe for success.
Everybody on the same page, completely in sync. Tremendous communication and awareness.
Here's Roberts, and it's blocked. They get it back. Freak. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down. .58 seconds left in the second half of basketball. Now, here is Hill. Here's the screen. Back to Evans. Off the pick. Sinks it. And now they trail by just 4.
A lot of space right there to get that shot off.
Not a very good job of the defender getting over the top of that screen in that particular play. No slowing him down. Just incredible numbers for Freak. He has 14 points, and he's played the role of the pest today, too. I mean, he's caused a bunch of turnovers.
And it also tells you just how high his basketball IQ is. I mean, seeing plays develop before anyone else does on the court. Boy, what a pressure bucket that was.
Greg, now that's coming through in the clutch.
Had to foul, and on that occasion to stop the clock. That's the enemy in this situation.
And you know what, Greg? Who knows? A few misses at the stripe, and they're right there within range. You know, late-game free throws are a lot different than early-game free throws in terms of making. Outstanding work at the foul line to make this a two-possession game.
Here's the Badgers with the ball. 4-point game. Here's Hawkins. The wing jumper off target. And now they decide to foul intentionally. And he's unable to get anything at the line this time. Over in the corner, Decker. Offline with his 3. So it's UCLA picking up the win. And what an incredible feeling it is for a team who's had to fight every step of the way. Right now, guys, there is no better feeling for them as they are the last team standing in this terrific tournament.
Kevin, you said, I mean, all the hard work, the blood, sweat, and tears, now you see it paying off at this very moment.
There's been a ton of sacrifice along the way. I mean, from the kids and their parents and support staff. I mean, they've brought this school to the top of the college basketball world right now.
Well, it's been a blast to be with you guys and our great fans all tournament long. On behalf of the entire 2K Sports team and this crew in particular, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for joining us.
Hello?
Hey, Ma, it's me.
Good evening and welcome to the NBA Draft. With the first pick in the NBA Draft, the Minnesota Timberwolves select Karl Anthony Towns from the University of Kentucky. With the second pick in the NBA Draft, the Los Angeles Lakers select D'Angelo Russell from The Ohio State University. With the third pick in the NBA Draft, the Philadelphia 76ers select Jahlil Okafor from Duke University. With the fourth pick in the NBA Draft, the New York Knicks select Kristaps Porzingis from Latvia. With the fifth pick in the NBA Draft, the Orlando Magic select Mario Hezonja from Dubrovnik, Croatia. With the sixth pick in the NBA Draft, the Sacramento Kings select Willie Cauley-Stein from the University of Kentucky. With the seventh pick in the NBA Draft, the Denver Nuggets select Emmanuel Mudiay from Dallas, Texas. With the eighth pick in the NBA Draft, the Detroit Pistons select Stanley Johnson. With the ninth pick in the NBA Draft, the Charlotte Hornets select the 19-year-old small forward from UCLA.
We met working at the post office together.
Let's do this, young man.
Yes, sir.
All right, all right, all right. You all know why we're here and what we came to do this year. This is only the beginning of a very long season, but Game 1 means just as much as Game 82. Now, we have some new faces here that I really expect to make an impact for us this season. We've already seen flashes of what they can do for us, but I expect all of you to go out there and execute just like we did in camp. Ain't no more excuses. It's time to get serious. If we play our brand of basketball, there's no telling where this team can go.
Here we go, my first NBA game. This is something I've been waiting for my entire life. And to be honest, I'm a little bit nervous. But I know this is where I belong. So I just gotta get out there and do what I was born to do. I hope I can make my family proud.
Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of
This is it. Opening day. The regular season is set to begin, and we're thrilled to bring you all the live action right here on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. And joining us in a bit later from the sidelines, Doris Burke. We'll see the Miami Heat defending home turf in the Eastern Conference. And this matchup with Charlotte, first game of the NBA season for them. This team matched up so well during the regular season last year, splitting their 4 games. This should be a terrific battle.
And two teams here that were evenly matched a season ago as they split the season series.
Yeah, they'd settle for 500 against most teams. Both squads win challenge, perhaps a way to put it. But one of them has got to win tonight.
And a look at the starters for the Hornets. Williams down low with Jefferson. Lee out there with Kemba Walker. And it's Batum in at the small forward. The first one falls.
And it was a very public falling out between Goran Dragic and the Suns front office. That was a real tense few weeks there before.
We got this. We got this.
In the crowd tonight or watching at home. I know a lot of people are Proud of this young man. He's worked so hard to achieve this goal.
Yeah, and the future's bright for him, Greg. Not just tonight and not just this season, but for years to come.
Well, with Freak Clark, there was a question whether he would stay another year in college. Really was a tough decision for him, but he ended up coming out after his freshman year.
And, Kevin, it's really hard to blame a guy like Freak for doing that. I mean, he's clearly NBA ready. He's putting a lot at risk for every year.
And mark that bucket down, folks. That's the first career basket from Freak.
And a scrappy one, but he'll take it. It doesn't matter how you get those first points in the NBA. It just matters that you get them.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, there will be plenty of chances to create spectacular highlights in the years to come.
They can't guard us on the perimeter. Spread the floor, isolate up top. Spacing,
and look
fellas.
here at the Heat.
Spacing.
How they ranked in the NBA last season. 6th per game, 11th in field goal percentage. And they were in the top half of the league in steals as well. Pretty impressive.
And back to their ranking in terms of opponents' points per game. Kind of an old-school stat, but sometimes pace of play can factor in. But make no mistake, they made things difficult for their opponents.
6 to shoot. The shot's good from Stoudemire.
And not much breathing room there. The step-back move gave him just enough to get it off.
A moment to check in with Doris Burke. Doris?
Yes, Kevin, I spoke briefly with Eric Spoelstra. He told me it's a fun challenge trying to slow down a team that's so cagey and opportunistic offensively. He said, of course we've done our scouting, but this is the first time we've seen them firsthand this season. So it'll be interesting to see if we can take them out of their sets and slow them down at that end. Guys, they'll have to be solid defensively. Back to you.
All right, Doris, thank you. I think the message coach has delivered is well-focused, guys.
Yeah, straight to the point there. I mean, defend their shooters with every ounce of energy they can muster.
And I wouldn't be surprised to see Coach go deep into his bench tonight because of that. They're going to be expending a ton of energy on defense, and he's going to need everybody to be ready to play.
It's Kidd-Gilchrist on the wing. Picked by Zeller. And it's Kidd-Gilchrist penetrating at the elbow. It's Freak. And he makes good on the layup.
Just the shot they wanted. Point-blank range.
The Heat with the lead. Dragic with it, and it's Lynn picking him up. Good ball movement here by Miami. Winslow's shot is off.
Just doing the job on the backboard.
They sure are. I mean, they've done a terrific job carving out space under the basket and then pursuing the ball. You know, it's one thing to box out, but you've got to pursue the ball if you're going to get rebounds, and they look strong here in the early going.
Just 5 on the clock. They get the rebound. Freak, and he banks in the layup. Freak's got his second bucket tonight.
Just lazy defense on the glass there.
Well, nobody boxed out. Nobody put a body on anybody else. Things like that not only drive the coach crazy, that stuff gets under my skin.
Lynn against Dragic. Over to the wing. Winslow wide open. He fires, and that's good. And it's Dragic with the assist.
Okay, Miami, now coming on the court are your Heat dancers. Let me hear ya.
And taking a look now at the stats for Johnson. Some last season stats for him. Last year averaged 14 points per game, 5 rebounds, and 3 assists. And he's really been pulling his weight. He's had a hand in some big plays here recently.
Yeah, in every way, I think he's doing a much better job, and the numbers certainly support that.
And trying to come up with the highlight reel finish, somebody forgot to finish it.
Dragic kicks to Stoudemire. And that one's good. Now it's a 3-point Heat lead.
Took advantage of some shoddy defense there. They've got to at least get a finger on it.
After making it to the playoffs in 2014, the Hornets couldn't repeat the feat in 2015. A slow start probably, Greg, more than anything else did him in.
Really disappointing season coming in with such high expectations, and 33 and 49 just not good enough to get into the playoffs in any season.
Kidd-Gilchrist with the steal. Now here's Lamb. Not a lot of room. And 1:01 left in the first quarter. Good for the basket, starting off 1 for 1 with that shot. The Heat shooting 43% since taking the floor today.
You know, for the Hornets, they've not made consecutive playoff appearances since the team moved to New Orleans back in 2002. They just haven't been able to stay consistent enough to make it to the playoffs back-to-back years.
Feeds to Freak. And it's Miami with the rebound. There's Winslow. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2. It's going to go on Michael Kidd-Gilchrist.
Yeah, good job to take it right at the knee.
Yeah, really left him no choice there, Greg. He had to foul and keep him from converting the easy bucket.
And so he makes both from the line.
And guys, what's worked for the Hornets is that they were a consistent playoff fixture in the late 90s. Still, the team has never made it to the conference finals in its franchise history, and that should be a goal for them in the coming year.
Clock at 6. Fires for 3. And Winslow pulls it down. The feed now to Dragic. Launches a 3. No good. 1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one so far. Heat lead by 1. And we'll be back shortly for the start of the second quarter. Well, earlier we sat down with Freak and asked him about playing in his first NBA game.
You know, I've thought about this moment my entire life. Now that it's finally here.
You know, Clark, you don't see that kind of perspective from most. So the new group in for the Heat. Amari Stoudemire, who's checked in for Whiteside. Winslow comes in for Chris Bosh. Johnson, he's checked in for Luol Deng. And it's Richardson in for Goran Dragic. We've got Johnson. Richardson is out there with Dwayne Wade. Then it's Winslow, and it's Stoudemire in at the center, filling out the middle. That's the group on the floor for Miami.
Yeah, heard the whistle and then kept his focus and able to still knock it down.
And, Greg, to be able to take the bump like that and maintain control, that's not easy to do. I know you're kind of a little fella, but I was a big guy when I played, so I know how difficult that is. That was impressive.
I see.
And let's take a moment here to get your guys' take on scoring so far for Miami.
Well, I'll tell you what, they must have had a good shoot-around because they've been fantastic from long range so far, fellas.
And they've also gotten a big boost in the early going tonight with their productivity at the free throw line. Really a sign of aggression.
Pick by Zeller. Freak passes to Lynn. Zeller setting the pick for Lynn. Here's Kidd-Gilchrist. No luck. And Miami the other way now. Here's Wade. 10 points for him. Stoudemire outside. There's the pick. Pass to Richardson. Buries it from three-point range. And the Heat lead by 19.
Yeah, and their shooting really starting to pick up here in the second.
Yeah, and it should help them increase their separation here. I mean, this has been an impressive offensive output.
Zeller, a screen on Richardson. Lamb dishes to Zeller. Now the pass to Kidd-Gilchrist. Johnson outside. Here's Winslow. Wade kicks to Winslow. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line.
And one thing we know about Justice Winslow, he is great on the big stage. He was amazing in the tournament for Duke a season ago. Got better and better as he helped his school capture the national championship.
Well, we know until last season the Heat had been the kings of the Southeast Division. They won 4 straight division titles, but all of that changed last season.
Zeller, a screen on Richardson. Left side, Kidd-Gilchrist. No one near him. And he knocks down the jumper. Kidd-Gilchrist has got his second basket.
And he should thank the team for those 2 points. Nobody paid much attention to him on that play.
The Heat struggled in their own division last year, ended up third in the group, but went a measly 6-10 in conference play.
And listen, they knew it was going to be difficult without LeBron, and especially with the injuries they faced. The Heat still have the most division titles among the Southeast teams with 7. They'll need to work hard, though, to add to that mark in coming years.
Wade passes to Richardson. Johnson outside. Stoudemire, the screen.
2 minutes.
Winslow dishes to Wade. And he drops it in from the low post. Wade's got 12 in the game.
Shots are just flowing for him right now, having a really strong quarter.
Lynn against Wade.
Move the ball.
Up top, Lynn. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. Stolen by Winslow. 1:19 left in the first half. And stolen by Freak. And a fast break now for the Hornets. Lynn's running, and even 3-on-3 break. Richardson kicks to Wade. Richardson the pass to Johnson. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Johnson's got his second basket of the night.
4 of their last 5 makes came off of a high-quality shot inside.
Textbook. Really, when you look at how they're playing, they are having their way down low.
Lynn kicks to Lamb. The basket good off the assist from Lynn.
Well, they're not shooting as many from outside here in the second quarter.
They were shooting well early on. I like their spacing. I think they should get back to that.
Johnson the screen. Stoudemire dishes to Wade. Johnson outside. Shot clock at 5. Launches it. And it's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over. There's 18 seconds left in the second quarter. Wade against Land. Pick by Zeller. Lynn the pass to Lamb. Fires the 3. Here's Zeller. And it's good, but hold on. The officials may want to look at that one on the replay monitor. And the teams are going to have to wait before heading to the locker room. They're going to bring out the monitor and see if he got that shot off in time.
And to me, guys, it looks pretty clear-cut on the instant replay. I mean, the ball was out of his hands in time. I think they'll confirm this one pretty quickly.
Well, I can't see how they'd come to any other conclusion. I mean, we have a good look at it on the replay. The clock's still ticking when it left his fingertips.
And they've overturned the call. The replay was conclusive, and that one's going to count.
And, Kevin, an example of why it's good to have replay. I don't know what kind of impact it'll have on the final result, but you always want them to get every call right.
And that concludes the first half. It's the Heat leading by 14. And now let's catch up with Doris Burke, who's standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Well, obviously a lot of ground for you guys to make up in that second half. Do you expect Coach to shake things up to try to jumpstart you here in the third?
Yo, you better. I'm about to pop a blood vessel up in. Stand losing like this. Yo, if he needs any suggestion on what we can change, he can come to me. Because I've been keeping the list all half. It's about 5 pages long at this point.
Kevin, back to you.
Thank you, Doris, and we'll be back for the third quarter. Welcome back, everyone, to the start of the second half for the Heat. Amari Stoudemire. He's checked in for Whiteside. Winslow comes in for Chris Bosh. Johnson, he's checked in for Luol Deng. And it's Richardson in for Goran Dragic. So an almost entirely new group in now for Charlotte. Cody Zeller's checked in for Jefferson. Michael Kidd-Gilchrist comes in for Marvin Williams. Freak's checked in for Nicholas Batum. And it's Lamb in there for Courtney Lee. On the floor for Charlotte, Freak, he's in at small forward. Michael Kidd-Gilchrist out there with Zeller. And there's Kemba Walker. And it's Lamb at the 2-guard position.
And Kidd-Gilchrist had that very funky jumper coming into the league. And prior to last year, really worked tirelessly Not an easy thing to do to try to change the entire form and structure of your jump shot. This shot's it's not there right now. With his team leading, perhaps, let's focus on some other areas of the game.
His touch has disappeared on him this quarter. Just hasn't been able to get it going.
Here's Richardson. Miami no good on that time either. Hornets trail by 4. And here's Walker. 6 points for him.
Move the ball. Stick it too much.
We've got 1:13 left to play in the third. Shoots it. Walker missing again.
Their game plan needs to change if they're going to get out of this hole because he is just not there offensively.
Wade kicks to Johnson. Here's Stoudemire, and he finishes it off with a one-handed jam.
And nobody, guys, among the defenders stepping up to challenge him on that drive to the 10.
And, Greg, he says, thank you very much, and sails in for the flush.
And those are the kind of sequences that tell you why the score is what it is.
Walker dishes to Kid Gilchrist, and he gets it to go. Kid Gilchrist has got 8 here in the quarter.
He's definitely turned things around in this game. I mean, he was more of a background player in the first half. He's jumped center stage now.
Richardson the pass to Stoudemire. Oh, yes, he did. 5 up and 5 down for him so far.
Check out these handles. That's rush hour handle. Not midday, not early morning. That's rush hour handle. That nasty spin just froze the defender.
It's deflected.
He's having a tough quarter scoring the basketball and able to help them close this gap.
Now here's Johnson. Here's Wade. That's in there. Johnson with the assist. 14 points for Dwayne Wade. And we've won.
Give it up for your Heat.
Hello and thanks for joining us, folks. The fourth quarter of play should begin. Amari Stoudemire is checked in for Luol Deng. So an almost entirely new group in now for Charlotte. Tyler Hansbrough is checked in for Jefferson. Freak comes in for Michael Kidd-Gilchrist. Lamb is checked in for Courtney Lee. And it's Jeremy Lin in for Walker. Dragic is joined in the backcourt by Wade. Whiteside is out there with Stoudemire. And it's Bosh in at the 3 spot. It's the group on the 4 for Miami.
And even though he missed that, you have to take those shots when you get the opportunity.
Exactly. They don't come much better or easier than that.
Hansbrough setting the pick for Freak. They get a hand on it. And so Miami takes this one by a big margin. And the outcome of this one was never in doubt.
Yeah, they were clicking in every way. I mean, all cylinders go. No question about that. And once they pulled away, they didn't let up.
And that'll do it for the first game of the NBA season. This is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. And standing by for the postgame show, let's head over to the award-winning Ernie Johnson with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Welcome back, Ernie Johnson along with Shaq and Kenny the Jet. Let's quickly move forward now to the presentation of our Jordan Player of the Game, Dwayne Wade. He put his team on his back and carried them as we've seen him do before, but it never gets old. A textbook example of making play after play to lead the way.
He had a sensational night shooting the ball.
And that's it for our broadcast here tonight. But we're just getting started on a new season in the NBA. For Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith,
Eu pensei que preciso sair pra me libertar. Seja com quem for, a minha vida canta.
I'm coming home. New York City, baby. I'll be honest, I'm pretty excited. Mama, Pops, and Cece, yeah, they're gonna be there. Playing in front of them in an NBA uniform for the first time is gonna be a special moment for me. Now, I know all of Harlem's gonna be watching. No pressure, right? It's all good, though. I've been waiting for this my entire life. And now be ready.
New York City. What a great view in the bright lights of the Big Apple. Welcome, fans, to 2K Sports Tuesday night presentation of NBA basketball. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg alongside. And our sideline reporter tonight is Doris Burke. Going with almost an entire new group here. Kyle O'Quinn, he's checked in for Lopez. Thomas comes in for Porzingis. Derek Williams, he checked in for Carmelo Anthony. And Roten subbed in for Jose Calderon. And then for Charlotte, Zeller, he's checked in for Jefferson. Kid Gilchrist comes in for Williams. And Freak subbed in for Lamb. And Charlotte, looking at who they've got. Freak in at small forward. Batuma's out there with Kemba Walker. Then it's Zeller, and it's Kid Gilchrist in at the 4.
A good open look, and he splashes home the 3.
Knicks fans, these are your Knicks City dancers. Come on and give it up.
How about the numbers here for O'Quinn? He's putting up about 5 points a game. 6 rebounds and 3 assists. And for a reserve big man, not a big drop-off when he checks in the game.
Yeah, you know, you want your team to at least hold court when the reserves come in. Don't lose ground. He definitely keeps them solid up front.
Courtney Lee, he's checked in for Charlotte. Jeremy Lin comes in for Kemba Walker. Williams attacking. Thomas. Good, and it's Williams who picks up the assist. Thomas got his first bucket of the night.
Great unspoken communication between teammates leading to the nice assist and the easy score.
And you guys, he was once considered a tweener, but now I think Derek Williams is kind of settled in to that 4 position. Seems to be the best position fit for him at this stage of his career.
And that one's good. Freak.
Match up. Match up. Match up. Match up.
The Knicks with the lead. Roten with it. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him. Williams kicks to a Afflalo. Puts the move on. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line.
Oh, the officials are all over that one.
Clearly a foul. I mean, didn't give him any choice but to blow the whistle. I mean, you got to play without fouling.
And Charlotte had a lot of momentum going into last season off that playoff appearance. But they just stumbled out of the gates last season and spent the whole year playing catch-up.
Here's Lynn, and it's blocked. And that's out of bounds. Charlotte will retain possession. New York on D. Zeller dishes to Freak. Back to Zeller, and it is flushed down with a nice jam.
Boy, this game is off to a flying start.
Yeah, we're seeing some high-octane offense from both sides in this one.
Yeah, for the Hornets, they seemed to get back on track last January, but they faded Clark quickly after that and were too far behind to make up room and get in the playoffs.
And, you know, they had a rash of injuries, Kevin, and that really did them in. All in all, it was a season that just didn't have any traction for them because of the injuries.
Kicks to Freak. There's a screen. He feeds it to Kid Gilchrist. Just 5 to shoot. Freak sets a screen for Lynn. Ring shot on the way. Again, the Hornets score.
Perfect screen there. Set him up with a terrific look.
Yeah, I like the fact that the setup was good, the screen was solid, but you also have to look at the fact that the defender didn't do his job as well as he could have.
And that one's good. Rogan.
I mean, if the defender is going to play off like that, then you know what's going to happen. There are going to be points put on the board.
Lynn the pass to Kid Gilchrist. Pass to Freak. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact and he'll shoot 2.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
And, you know, the defense gets their money's worth on that foul, stopping the layup and not giving up the and one. Well, I know last year the Knicks seemed to me to be very passive offensively, and that can sometimes be the case when you're trying to learn the triangle offense, but they never seem to attack the rim at all.
And it's out of bounds to New York. They'll retain possession. Charlotte on D. They trail by 1. Excellent use of the screen that time. That's 7 points for Aaron Aflalo.
Really hard to find fault with anything he's doing this quarter, at least at the offensive end.
Lynn kicks to Lee. Pick by Zeller. Here's Freak. And he's way off from outside. New York leading by 3. .141 left in the first quarter of the game. Roten kicks to Aflalo. Another field goal for him. 4 for 6 shooting tonight.
He's played an important role in their offense today, guys. Without him, they may not be in the lead.
Lynn dishes to Freak. Pick by Zeller. Freak passes to Kid Gilchrist. The feed to Freak. They set the pick. Just 4 to shoot. And he comes off the screen and slams it through.
And how about the execution on that play? The screen was set up in exactly the right spot.
And the finish wasn't too bad either.
Perfectly designed and perfectly executed.
Feeds it to Williams. And the pass to a flyer. There's 49 seconds left in the first quarter. Good D by Lee. Passes it to Kid Gilchrist. Freak with it. Now Thomas defending. And here's Freak. 5 points in the game. Good D by Thomas.
Terrific job that time defending at the rim. I mean, it's not an easy task stopping that fella when he's headed to the bucket like that. Good job.
As hot as he's been this quarter, the game plan is simple, folks. Get him the ball and get out of the way.
Now, Freak, an 11-point game for him in the win against Portland. Zeller, a screen on Thomas. Here's Freak. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there. The Hornets have gone 3 of 4 at the free throw line tonight. He misses the free throw.
Get in there.
Second free throw, no good.
You don't see him have too many of those trips to the line.
And Jeremy Lin, a player who's come a long way in his time in this league from going in, well, in a game filled with some pretty... Kyle O'Quinn, he's checked in for Lopez. Williams comes in for Porzingis. And it's Aflalo in for Jose Calderon. And then for Charlotte, Zeller, he's checked in for Jefferson. Kid Gilchrist comes in for Williams. And Freak subbed in for Jeremy Lamb. On the floor for Charlotte, Freak, he's in at 3. Zeller is out there with Michael Kidd Gilchrist. And there's Kemba Walker. And it's Batum in at the 2 spot. Kid Gilchrist sets the pick for Batum. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here. And guys, Nicholas Batum is a real greyhound on the floor. The guy's got long strides, runs fast, long and limber. Clarkie, he covers a lot of ground.
Extremely active at both ends of the court, Kevin. Great versatility. He can defend 3 positions, and he's played big minutes for the Blazers.
To the middle, got a piece of it, and stolen by Zeller. Here's Freak. It's rebounded by New York. Defeated by the Pelicans in their last game. They'll try to put that one behind them.
The offense just struggled mightily in that game. They went stretches where points just became very difficult to come by.
And ironically, their play wasn't that bad. It was just their shot making that went AWOL.
And guys, now the NBA has what's called player tracking. I mean, they can show how much ground a player can cover over the course of a season. And Nicholas Batum, always amongst the leaders. 2 seasons ago, he was number 1.
And a fast break now for the Knicks. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there. Now let's check out and highlight the best defenses in the NBA. Second, the Knicks.
This is a team that takes pride on the defensive side of the floor. I mean, they play hard and they play together. They are a tough group to score on. And Batum with that slender build, you know, you like his height and length, but he can get pushed around at times. I think he could still stand to add some strength.
Lance Thomas, he's checked in for Carmelo Anthony.
Listen, the Knicks had a hard time scoring last year, just lacked any real presence in the paint, and lacking that paint threat makes things easier for the opposing defense.
Yeah, he went for a little extra on that one.
Well, he usually doesn't finish soft, obviously. You know, he can when necessary, sure, but not that time.
Not when you can throw it down like that.
Yes, sir.
You know, at the Knicks, they were second to last in field goal percentage from their front court. Granted, they were hit by injuries. It seemed like all over the place all season.
Yeah, you know, with that poor field goal percentage shooting and being top 3 in field goal attempts on the year, not a good combination.
Just 5 to shoot. A nice shot by Zeller.
Wow, what a pass there. He made that a very easy basket with that setup.
Here's Roten. 17 points in his last outing. There's the dish to Afflalo. And again, it's the Knicks missing.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that.
Wasted no time on that one. Now it's just a 3-point Knicks lead.
That's their 3rd straight make off an assist.
Great ball movement.
Roten kicks to Afflalo. Pass to Williams. Back to Thomas. And all around the rim that time before dropping in. Thomas got his 2nd basket of the night. Hornets trail by 5. Now here's Freak. 9 points in the game so far. He dents the rim with a 2-handed slam. Wow.
Went for the 2-hander on that slam. That's where the weight room comes into play, Kevin.
I think some urgency from him there.
I think he's sensing that this is a critical time in the game, fellas.
Williams a screen. Roten with it, and it's Lynn picking him up. Williams with a clean look. Here's Thomas. Nice work on the boards, paying off at the basket. Thomas got 6.
The tenacity on the interior, just battling, bringing that effort and will for second chance points.
Now here's Freak. Tight defense on him. Down low. They get it back. Zeller dishes to Freak. Shot's good. He's got 13.
And fellas, in this quarter, he's improved on what was already a very good performance in period number 1.
Now here's Roten, defended by Lynn. On the wing of Afflalo, shoots it up. The putback, a slam dunk by Thomas. And the Knicks lead by 5.
He could have tipped it home. but he wanted to give this crowd something to remember.
Dynamic work right there. Throw down that rebound.
Yes, sir.
And no need there, guys, to throw that one back out. Just go ahead and handle your business.
Right wing. Outside, Kidd-Gilchrist. Takes it from 10. It's hauled in by Thomas. The Knicks leading by 5. We've got 1:08 left in the first half. Afflalo left side. That's in there. Thomas with the assist. 15 points for Arron Afflalo. Charlotte has gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Freak kicks to Kidd-Gilchrist. Thomas with the steal. Afflalo against Land. Afflalo outside. There's a screen by Williams. Thomas goes in, just 3 to shoot, and it's Freak with the rebound. Freak's got 3 rebounds so far in the game. And Kidd-Gilchrist throws it down.
And I like how he puts himself in position there to finish on the break.
Yeah, you know, that's what we call seeing and feeling the game. Excellent read of how that play was going to develop and where the ball was going. That's stuff that you oftentimes can't teach, Greg.
That's tipped. Freak with it. Tries from 16, and it would have counted had it fallen, but it's offline. And the first half
Some ground for you to make up, no doubt, here in the first half. What are the areas you need to improve on to get back even with them?
Yo, honestly, Doris, these dudes are playing like a bunch of freakings out here. I don't even know if the rest of the guys want to win as bad as I do, but they aren't playing like it. If everyone comes out with my intensity in the second half, we're going to be...
All right, listen up, everybody. The second half doesn't have to be as close as the first if we pay attention to a couple of things.
I like how many points we were able to generate from the paint in the half. Our offense should have a nice balance to it going forward because their D has no choice but to put some more bodies in the middle and create some space for us on the perimeter. But we did get a nice lift off the bench in that half. I might want to stay with some of those hot hands, so everybody be ready. The pace of the game, just to bring that up real quick, isn't a huge concern because I think we're suited to play at any speed. But somewhere in the middle of the tempo spectrum would probably be ideal.
We know we're up against a tough team tonight. Let's show them we're just as tough.
Well, both sides have assessed what they need to do over the break in halftime. We'll see now if one can pull out a way here in the third.
Slowing down Afflalo, no easy feat. He has 15 points, and he's still working hard for those rebounds.
A different look for New York. Lance Thomas, he's checked in for Porzingis. Derek Williams comes in for Carmelo Anthony. And it's Tony Wroten in for Arron Afflalo. And then for Charlotte, Zeller, he's checked in for Jefferson. Michael Kidd-Gilchrist comes in for Marvin Williams. And Freak subbed in for Jeremy Lamb. They've got Calderon. Williams is out there with Lance Thomas. Then there's Robin Lopez. And it's Wroten in at the point guard position. So that's who's on the floor for the Knicks. Kemba Walker with an eerily similar season once again. Stats the last 3 years have ironically been very close.
Yeah, you talked about those 3 years. Almost 18 points a game in around 35 minutes. So did so on just under 16 shots as well. So becoming more and more efficient.
The Knicks making a switch here. Porzingis is checked in. The Hornets also with a sub. Jeremy Lin, he's checked in for Nicholas Batum. And he makes both free throws.
You know, it's kind of one of those weird anomalies when you look at Kemba's numbers because in each of those seasons, he played a different number of games. Just one of those kind of quirky, weird things we pick up on sometimes when our brain is foggy.
This is to Calderon. Shot clock at 6. Thomas passes to Williams. New York needs to get off a shot, but they'll get another chance. Some nice passing by New York here. A fast break now for Charlotte. Walker's running, and Kid Gilchrist gets it to go in.
Terrific job on both ends of that sequence. Very slick steal, and then excellent transition offense.
And really, it all stemmed from the aggressive defense. That's exactly what the doctor ordered.
Roten kicks to Calderon, and stolen by Freak. On up the court. Thomas with the block. And here's Calderon. 6 points for him. Thomas dishes to Roten. Nice concentration to hit the double clutch layup. Roten's got 11 points.
And for Walker, guys, and his stats, even for players considered consistent, there is more variation than what Walker has put up.
Here's Freak. Got a piece of it. Inside, here's Williams, and he stuffs it. What a pass to set him up.
Oh, Maestro, he is so good at making those lead passes, like conducting an orchestra.
Lynn kicks to Walker. He dishes it to Freak. Walker the pass to Freak. That's good.
Boy, just an excellent assist. Nice work from Kemba Walker.
That's his second personal foul. Third team foul.
Courtney Lee, he's checked in for Walker. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for New York.
You know, I thought maybe they'd cool off a bit at halftime, but they've continued to bury the jump shots.
They've worked hard tonight at crashing the boards as well. They've had a bunch of second chance points.
Here's Porzingis. Soft touch off the glass. Porzingis has got 4 this quarter.
Yeah, heads up aggressive play right there. Saw the smaller man on him and took it straight to the basket.
Lynn against Calderon. Lynn kicks to Lee. He feeds it to Freak. Back to Lee. Here's Kid Gilchrist. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
Cutting into that lead a little bit. Way to finish.
And the basket is still shaking.
Oh, I mean, he has got power in bunches on that two-hander.
Calderon dishes to Roten. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there. They get Courtney Lee.
And Steve Clifford might not be the most famous coach in the NBA, but he has plenty of experience, and everyone in the league knows exactly how well-versed he is as a coach.
The Knicks have gone 6 of 9 at the line. No good on the free throw. And Clifford in his 3rd year now as a head coach, Greg. That experience you were just talking about. He has 29 years of coaching under his belt now. He's a Van Gundy disciple. Clark was on the coaching staff for both brothers.
Yeah, and he's been with a lot of teams, Kevin. 13 seasons as an assistant for the Lakers, Rockets, Magic, and Knicks. You know, not really a significant margin in terms of them rebounding, but enough to get the job done.
Yeah, but one more advantage in the stat column, and that's what's translated to this league.
There's Freak. Sinks that one from the post.
Let's go.
Freak's got 5 points now this quarter. The Knicks leading by 8. Calderon passes to Roten. He's looking for Calderon and finds him. And stolen by Zeller. And a fast break now for the Hornets. Williams with the steal. Roten kicks to Thomas. Calderon for 3. But they get it back. And it's Lynn with the rebound. Hornets trail by 8. Here's Freak. Finishes the break with a slam.
Tell you what, Kevin, they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
Clark, that deficit will go away quickly if he does.
And how about how he capped that one out? Almost like the 1-2 punch.
Lee gets the bucket.
Well, they won't be down for long if they can get some more early offense just like that.
And Clark, the best way to get that early offense is with steals that allows you to get out in transition.
And Thomas, here we go. Right side, Williams. Wide open. That one falls, coming off of Thomas's feet. Thomas got 3 assists now in this one.
Yeah, I love the communication and the chemistry between those teammates.
We've got 28 seconds left to play in the third. Lynn kicks to Lee. To the paint. Here's Freak. It's hauled in by Thomas. Thomas got 3 rebounds now in this one. And stolen by Freak. And here we go. Freak heading to the... Oh!
Hey, guys, that's a big swing right there. I mean, taking the steal and then turning it into 2 easy points on the dunk.
No telling how important that sequence could turn out to be.
And, guys, in a game this snug, moments like that are the ones we usually look back on at the end as a difference maker.
Oh, that was a great angle we just saw, courtesy of Kia. The third quarter comes to a close. Knicks lead by 4. And we'll have the start of the fourth quarter for you as soon as we get back from this short break. Welcome back as we get rolling once more. The fourth quarter. So for the Knicks, Kevin Seraphin, he's checked in for Lopez. Porzingis comes in for Williams. And it's Calderon in for Roten. And a switch here also for Charlotte. Freaks checked in, and Charlotte looking at who they've got. Williams down low with Jefferson. Kemba Walker is out there with Jeremy Lamb. And it's Freak in at the 3. 6 on the shot clock. Takes the 13-footer. Anthony's shot is off.
No breathing room at all to take that shot.
Williams a screen on a follow. Freak dishes to Williams. It's a nice pass in here by Charlotte. Now Freak, he kicks to Lamb. Knicks with the rebound. Porzingis has got his 7th rebound here tonight. Down low. The shot is off. Great tee that time from Freak. Hornets trail by 6. Kicks it to Lamb. And so it's going to be a 3-second violation out there on the defense. And no good on the technical, so unable to pick that one up. Here's Amundsen, who's checked in for Kevin Seraphin. Outside, Walker. Pass to Lamb. To the paint. Here's Freak. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2.
Talk about some great numbers for Freak. 22 points and 4 steals.
And his offense has matched the defensive effort today. He's been really just one of the best players on both ends.
I don't know if you can say enough about the job he's been doing in all aspects of the game. I mean, stuff in the stat sheet when you look at it.
Kyle O'Quinn is checked in for New York. Count that one. And the Knicks lead by 7.
Hard to get that one off with the size difference there. That makes it a tough individual matchup for him, especially down low.
Well, took on the big guys going in there and challenging them like he did. But, boy, that was a nice job.
Here's Calderon. That's in there. Anthony with the assist. Anthony's got his 6th assist on the night.
And really keeping the ball hopping around here offensively.
The last 5 trips they've had have ended with a great pass leading to a basket. They're really sharing the sugar.
I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
Yeah, if you're going to foul, then make sure that you don't give a chance for the and one.
And he cannot get the first one to drop. Tough one to miss. And he can't make the second free throw either. Missing both. 3 on 3. There's the pass to Porzingis. The feed to Calderon. And the foul called on Freak. That's his first foul. They set the pick. Back to Aflalo. Feeds it to Carmelo. Nailed from three-point land. And it's a 12-point Knicks lead.
This is a fantastic performance in this half. He didn't play as well in the first, but you just know with this guy, he's always ready to turn it around.
Freak kicks to Williams. Wide open, couldn't capitalize.
And as far as jump shots go, that's what you have to continue to try and get.
I don't know how that one stayed out.
And clearly, we will not be witnessing a spirited comeback tonight, albeit as exciting as that would be. This was an excellent all-around performance for the Knicks.
And it may be a comfortable win for him, Steve, and in the end, but, they had to weather a few storms along the way, Clark, and that's all part of the story.
That's right, Kevin. I mean, this was by no means a runaway that it might appear to have been. I mean, it was a scrappy performance all the way through.
And they took charge when it counted, and they'll be notching their 9th win overall.
And this victory tonight will even up the season series 1-1. Consider it repayment for the last time these two teams met. They get their revenge here with 2 more left to play on the year against the Hornets.
And a great team effort, but still, what an individual performance for Carmelo Anthony. You can set a tone with defense, and that's exactly what he did with how he protected the rim.
Freak with it, Anthony on him. Let's go. And that one comes up a bit short.
And you know what? That's one of those heat checks if he's taking shots like that.
Yeah, heat check or not, I don't think.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Ernie Johnson here again with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny Smith without Carmelo Anthony. He had an outstanding fourth quarter where he really shined. And folks, that'll wrap it up for tonight. We hope you enjoyed the game. For Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith, Kevin Harlan, and the entire 2K Sports crew, I'm Ernie Johnson. Have a good evening.
Tell you about Vic. He has his bad rap. It's not, and I understand some of his judgments might shadow his actual character. He's not. We actually we have love for.
Dynamic duo.
동전한 입조차 싣고 일었어. 잠 못 들던 그때보다 조금은 일었어. 우리는 바보처럼 몸으로 부딪히면서 배웠어. 넘어질 때마다 일었어. 다시 고쳤었지. 이력서 눈부신 성공의 신바람. 잠시나마 불어봤던 휘파람.
Steph Curry and the Warriors next game. I've been looking forward to this for a while now. You know they'll be running and gunning. And Steph's gonna do 2 or 3 things that make you want to stop and stare. But we can't let that distract us. Because if we lose focus for even a second, they'll be up 20. So maybe it's up to me to put on a little show of my own.
And welcome everyone to another presentation of the NBA on 2K Sports. Along with Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and our sideline reporter Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan. The Hornets hoping for a happy ending to close out their homestand before hitting the road. Now fully recuperated from his injury, Anderson Varejao is back into the mix.
Yeah, everybody's glad to see him.
Charlotte trailing. Walker with it. He had a 27-point outing in their last game against Milwaukee.
And they were just struggling to stop him. They sent him to the line over and over, and the free throws were a big part of the game.
Boy, that was a rugged screen set there, fellas, and the defense didn't even try to go through that one.
They can't guard us on the perimeter. Let's spread the floor and isolate up top. Spacing, fellas. Spacing.
And now a chance to check out Klay Thompson. The last 10 or so games, he has been remarkable. Averaging around 26 points per, 4 rebounds, and 3 assists. What incredible numbers. He has been a beast.
Impossible to guard right now. When he's on a roll like this, there's not much you can do to stop him.
Green with a screen for Curry. And so he draws the foul on the shot, a trip to the line to shoot 2. Early on last year, it was clear Steph Curry was just on another level. Was an MVP candidate right from the start of the season, and he would eventually be voted that award.
And I thought very deserving. You could see how he elevated his play, and so many of us and so much talk focuses on what he does offensively. But he was ahead of the snake of a terrific defensive group for Golden State a season ago, and that's one reason why he ended up being the MVP.
And Thompson kicks to Green. It's rebounded by Charlotte. They put up a nice win against the Bucks the last time out.
Their shooting percentage in that game was ridiculous. I mean, they created a lot of good looks for themselves, and you could see they were in rhythm and just continued to knock them down.
And, guys, I thought the key was simply getting that ball side to side, reversing it, keeping pressure on the defense. That really opened up the court for them, and I think that's why they got so many good shots.
The drive by Thompson, played in with a nice touch off the glass. Thompson's got 8.
And he is really in a zone right now, playing and scoring with confidence.
Zeller, a screen on Thompson. Walker dishes to Zeller. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2. And it goes on Draymond Green.
You know, and for Cody Zeller, after that promising rookie campaign, he just did not tear it up in year 2. In fact, his production only improved slightly. But that was mostly due to the increase in playing time. Talented guy, no doubt, just still trying to find his way in the league.
Looking at who's out there now for the Hornets. Lamb comes in for Nicholas Batum. And it's Jeremy Lin in for Kemba Walker.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
Barnes against Lynn. Williams kicks to Freak. Fires the three. Good. Great play by Williams to set it up. Freak's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for three. And for Cody Zeller, Greg, there's a reason he was the 4th overall pick back in 2013. He showed the size and athleticism to be a difference maker in college. Clark, now he has to do it at the pro level as well, and I think people are pretty confident he can.
Yeah, I'm agreeing with those folks myself because he does have the tools. It's now a matter of transitioning and becoming a little better shooting the ball than he's shown.
Now here's Lamb. He's guarded closer. 6 to shoot. There's a screen by Williams. The Hornets need to get a shot off here. And they'll turn it over. Could not get off a shot. 24-second violation. The Warriors trail. On the wing, Green. To the inside, Thompson. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass. Thompson's got 10 points in the game.
I love his shot selection today. He set the bar for the rest of the team.
Outside, Lynn. Now the dish to Zeller. And it's Spates with the rebound. Golden State's gone 2 of 4 from beyond the arc to start the game. Livingston kicks to Barnes. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
Flush that thing down, young fella.
That is a fierce two-hander.
Maximum force on that dunk.
And Doris Burke spoke with Steve Kerr. Doris?
He said he certainly followed the rise of Jeremy Lin into a prime-time point guard in this league. And he told me we need to try to limit his penetration. That's where he's most effective, slashing and with the drive and kick. Guys, Lin has certainly been working to improve his outside shot. But sometimes you have to pick your poison, and they'll live with him shooting from outside. Back to you.
Great. Thanks for the report, Doris. Spates with a screen on Lynn. Livingston, no luck.
Good pick, but he just couldn't make it count.
Yeah, nice job of setting the screen by his teammate there. And I'm sure he appreciated it.
Now here's Lamb, guarded by Green. Williams trying to break free. Shot by Zeller, no good.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Thompson with the bucket.
Wow, unconscious has he been this quarter. They're riding that hot hand.
And what hot hands have been coming from the ranks of the small forwards this past month. But look at the leading shooting percentages for those players. Freak, number 1.
And when you've got a player like him who can shoot that efficiently on the perimeter, it gives you a remarkably dependable option every time down the floor.
Boy, does it ever. I mean, he's a marksman from anywhere on the court. And it doesn't hurt that he works nonstop to get himself open either. I mean, he's constant motion out there.
Thompson with it, and it's Lynn picking him up. Thompson passes to Barnes, pulls it up. Score it. His third straight basket in 3 tries. 1:02 left in the first quarter. And a wide open look for Freak. No good from outside. And it's Golden State's ball. They've outscored him 10 points to 2 during this run. And the wide open shot from Green. That drops and it comes off the assist from Livingston. Livingston's got 3 assists tonight. Hornets trail by 8. Clark, they've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a little bit of cottonmouth here. Dry spell for sure.
And Freak throws it down.
And it was the screen there, guys, that freed him up as he ran his man into it.
And then it was all acceleration, GA, to the bucket right after that.
Almost a backboard breaker.
And the rebound goes to the Hornets.
I guess even he has to miss one of those once in a while.
Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
That's his first personal foul.
The Hornets have had 2 chances at the line already, making them both. The first one falls. And the Hornets making a change here. Jefferson's checked in. Good on both.
Steady work at the free throw line. Just what we're used to seeing out of him.
Warriors leading by 4. Here is Livingston. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. He kicks to Thompson. On the money from 12 feet away. Thompson's got 14 points for the game.
You know, he'll make you scratch your head and throw your hands up as a defender. I mean, you just don't know how to play.
And that concludes the first quarter of play. The Warriors on. And here's Freak on his experience as a one-and-done college player. Now with more and more freshmen, Clark, making the jump to the pros, we can expect to hear more stories like this, I'm sure.
Well, without question, Kevin, that's the case in the landscape that we find ourselves in. But, you know, there's something to be said for developing all 4 years in college when that's the best route for an individual player. Nowadays, I think, unfairly so, there's a ton of pressure on young guys sometimes to leave prematurely. We'll see if Freak's decision pays off for him long term.
Welcome back, everyone. We're ready to get going again as this presentation of the NBA on 2K Sports continues. Players are topped off with Gatorade, hydrated, and ready to get going again as well. What do you guys think about the Warriors here so far?
The roof is up right now, guys. It's raining in here. A lot of threes through the first.
Hey, sometimes when it rains, it pours, and they have not let up from beyond the arc.
Zeller and Jefferson are inside. Batum is out there with Kemba Walker. And it's Freak in at the 3. So that's the lineup for Charlotte. Iguodala, no good.
Yeah, and listen, sometimes even the best of us are going to miss the easiest of opportunities.
Well, I tell you, the Warriors roster fit together hand in glove. They were led by the Splash Brothers, but the front court and the bench really complemented the rest of the team perfectly because all of the players for the Warriors were extremely versatile and highly skilled.
A minute and a half gone here in the second quarter. Freak with it, and Curry picks him up defensively. Here's Freak, and the whistle blows. It's going to be an Andre Iguodala. Warriors leading by 4. Spates with a screen on Walker. Shot off the pick. Hornets with the rebound. Williams has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Now here's Freak. He's guarded closely. And that one is hammered home.
How about that fantastic finish and the aggressive move, too, Kevin?
Trying to send a message, Clark, with that slam, I think.
And I'm not sure if it was text or email, but he definitely threw that one down.
Bogut dishes to Curry. Bogut with a screen on Walker. Curry kicks to Iguodala. To the paint. 13 feet away. And the shot is good, dropping in off the front of the rim. And the Warriors lead by 4.
You know, as soon as he recognized the height mismatch, he immediately pulled up for the jumper.
And, Greg, that's just good basketball. Come on, good basketball there. A clean look from that range. He's got to take it.
And watching Kemba Walker play, so explosive. An undersized floor general, nasty crossover. Really a scorer's mentality, maybe too much of a scorer's mentality to ever be a great assist man.
The Warriors making a switch here. Thompson's checked in. Greg talking about Walker. You have to love the way he competes, his willingness, Clark, to put the team on his shoulders and carry him.
Love that competitive spirit of his. They're actually figuring out how to use him best, but he's such a dynamic offensive player. You've got to give him room to be creative at that end.
Williams kicks to Freak. Launches it. Thompson with the rebound. Thompson's got his 6th rebound on the night.
He hit a 3 in the first, but so far has been unable to capitalize here in this quarter.
Iguodala, that's good.
You know, there's no better sign of how efficiently a team is operating, then their assist numbers. And theirs are fantastic.
Just beautiful when they play the game like this.
They can't guard us on the perimeter. Let's spread the floor and isolate up top. Spacing, fellas. Spacing.
Looking here at some numbers for Livingston. How his last 10 games have gone. He's averaging about 7 points a game, 2 assists, and 2 rebounds. Up point guard, always an important position, and he fills that role beautifully.
Yep, without a good floor conductor coming off the bench, your offense can quickly grow stagnant. He solves that problem.
Draymond Green, he's checked in for Maurice Spates. Walker goes in. Warriors with the rebound. They put up a nice win against Utah last time out.
It seems odd to say, given that they won that pretty easily, but really they did not look especially strong in that game.
Yeah, and if there wasn't a scoreboard around, you would have thought it was a lot closer than it ended up being.
Now, Freak, 20 points for him last game against Milwaukee.
And don't forget about his work on the glass. I mean, he contributed in a number of ways.
Not much the defense can do once he gets to the bucket.
Warriors leading by 7. And here's Thompson. He's coming off a 19-point game against Utah. Stolen by Walker. And here we go. Fast break. Freak's got it. An even 3-on-3 break. And there's Green on the assist by Iguodala. Iguodala's got 3 assists tonight. And what's your take, guys, on the hustle stats for the Warriors?
Great hustle defensively through the first half, contesting everything and racking up the block shots.
Yeah, another thing they've done well, guys, is getting in the passing lanes. They've been active with their hands, feet have been in good position, and they've come up with a lot of steals. That's making a difference here, too.
And Green gets it to go.
And just a little bit ragged defensively there, Clark.
Hornets trail by 11. Guys, they're looking for a spark here.
Yeah, I mean, a cold stretch offensively. They desperately need a basket.
And that one's good. And that's now 11 points for Freak.
Whatever their plan was defensively that time, it didn't work. Not if it results in that shot.
Livingston kicks to Green. Livingston, that's good. Livingston's got the lead up to 11 now for the Warriors.
Boy, guys, they've shown some great passing on their last few trips down the floor. Excellent.
4 straight passes leading to scores. Great team play.
And it's Freak missing.
That's something they need to do more of. Get after it on the glass. Go get those boards.
Clark, it wouldn't hurt. Some extra possessions would definitely help narrow the gap and maybe swing the momentum.
Here is Livingston. And looking at his production, he averages a little more than 7 points a game.
And Draymond Green, guys, has won at every level. I mean, led Saginaw High School to 2 consecutive state championships. At Michigan State, 2 trips to the Final Four. And now making noise with the Warriors. It's clear this guy's a winner.
Jeremy Lamb's checked in for the Hornets. Jeremy Lin comes in for Kemba Walker. And then for Golden State, Varejao comes in for Andrew Bogut. And it's Harrison Barnes in for Andre Iguodala.
Now that's finishing your work right there.
Powerful two-hand jam, you're right.
And I tell you what, if he's got a few more of those in him, this lead will start shrinking even further.
Great open look there. 9 points for Barnes. And here's a little known fact, Clark. Only 3 players have recorded at least 2 triple-doubles in the NCAA tournament. They are Oscar Robertson, Magic Johnson, and Draymond Green.
That's some elite company for Draymond Green. He's a hard worker, a guy you love if he's on your team. He can be an irritant if he's not with you, but continues to improve and prove his doubters wrong.
Tried to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Hornets trail by 11. Lin the pass to Lamb. Out to the wing. From deep. It's rebounded by Golden State. Thompson's got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. Lets it fly. And the bucket counts, and he's on his way to the free throw. try to make it a three-point play.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Really a prime example of the difference in how these teams have operated offensively. Much more individual play at the other end.
Cody Zeller's checked in for Jefferson. Lets it go from deep. And another three from Freak. Freak's got a couple of three-pointers in the second for the Hornets.
Great quarter for him at the offensive end, trying to will his team back in the game.
That's good. And 11 points for Barnes.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with the way they work down low.
It's becoming a theme in this game, Clark. They are piling up the points in the paint. Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
And it's Freak missing.
His touch has disappeared on him this quarter. He just hasn't been able to get it going.
Thompson dishes to Livingston. Back to Thompson. Takes the three. And it's Thompson again missing.
Well, it looks like he's cooled down a bit after hitting those two in the first quarter.
Freak with it. Picked up by Thompson. Freak. That will fall for his 7th bucket. 7 for 15 in this game.
What a job he's doing here. I mean, his second quarter has been even better than his first, and that was pretty good.
Livingston kicks to Thompson. They set the pick. Golden State moving it around. Pick by Varejao. It's stolen by Lamb. We've got 33 seconds left in the first half of the game.
Kevin, I tell you, his three-point shot has looked awful here in the second quarter. He's trying to shoot his way out of his slump, but he needs to give it a rest and try something else.
Now here's Freak. 19 points in the game. From outside, off the mark. Here is Livingston. Wants to get it to Varejao, and does. And they're going to count. And we've reached halftime.
Well, obviously things have not gone your way to this point, at least through the first 2 quarters. How are you guys going to get back in this one?
Getting back in the action now. It's been we'll see if that changes here in the third.
Talk about being on his game. Look at the numbers for Freak. He's got 19 points, and the three-pointers have been dropping for him. He's got 3 of them.
And you know what, Clark? If you continue to shoot the way he is, he may have to become more of an integral part of their offensive scheme.
And on the floor for Steve Kerr as we get into the second half. The Splash Brothers are the guards. The defensive stalwarts, Green and Bogut, are down low. And it's Iguodala in at the 3 slot.
And Iguodala knows just how deadly his teammates can be from outside, and he looks for them to get their shot before getting his own. I think this situation for him in Golden State's perfect for his skill set.
You look at the metrics for it, Clark, and Iguodala is onto something. He just knows to look for the best team shots.
Yeah, he's got a really good basketball IQ, and I think it's his selflessness that allows him to tap into that, especially at the offensive end. Rarely forces situations offensively.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
And what I like about it, Greg, it's been a physical brand of basketball. It's had a little sandpaper element to it. Gritty and rough. But that's how you win games.
Second half just getting started. About a minute played. Curry against Walker. Curry gets the bucket. Curry's got 8 points.
Another gap in the defense found there, and they've really had their number today.
Now here's Freak. He's covered by Iguodala. Freak with it. It's tipped. It's stolen by Curry. And here we go with Thompson running it up the court. And Iguodala with the basket, the assist by Thompson. Thompson's got his 4th assist in this one. Hornets trail by 16. The 3. Charlotte no good that time either. Golden State's gotten a lot of looks from outside tonight, 5 of 12. Curry with it. He's picked up by Walker. Off target from the wing.
And you really thought that was going to be a gimme, but unable to convert.
Yeah, and a little self-talk, angry self-talk for himself after that miss.
And they're 1 of 4 here to start the second half.
And it's the Warriors on the break. Thompson misses. Now, Freak. He's got 21. Good on the shot.
There you go. That's the stroke we saw in the first half.
Warriors leading by 13. Green with a screen for Curry. Inside. And Green gets it to go. Green's got 13.
That was the third straight high percentage look this defense has allowed. I mean, these defenders have got to start bumping bodies in the paint. Be more physical. Be more aggressive.
The game's just far too easy right now when it comes to attacking the basket. They have got to do better.
Hornets have gone 2 of 5 shooting here in the third quarter. Freak passes to Jefferson. And Walker kicks to Freak. Walker dishes to Freak. 6 on the shot clock. Pass to Williams. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation.
And a chance to check out the stats for Iguodala. How's the last month of basketball been for him? Putting up about 10 points a night, 4 rebounds, and 3 assists. And this is the kind of strong, steady play you like to see. He's earning his keep and helping them win games.
And guys, they're finally getting the consistency they wanted to see from him. Look for that to continue.
Let's find out what Doris Burke has for us.
Well, Kevin, Steve Clifford was just going over the game plan with his team. He went over the offensive plan and that it hinges on running things through Jefferson. Coach is looking for big things from him throughout the rest of this game on the offensive end. A lot of the scoring burden will fall on him. Coach was not wasting any time in altering their strategy here in the second half. And Kevin, he's going to have to hope those changes take effect quickly.
Always great to hear from you, Doris.
And Nicholas Batum injuring his wrist last season. He was pushed in the back by Larry Sanders on a dunk and went down hard.
Outside Curry. Shoots off the step back. Another miss by Curry.
If he can improve on what's been a shaky day for him thus far, they could stretch this lead out.
Freak passes to Jefferson. And Walker kicks to Freak. It's a nice pass in here by Charlotte. Jefferson dishes to Freak. No good.
And the shots just continue to say no in terms of falling.
Now here's Thompson. Defense right on him. Iguodala with it. Williams picks him up. Thompson with the bucket.
A little bit of a defensive breakdown there. He's not the guy you want to leave open on the perimeter. You've got to stay attached to him.
Iguodala with the steal. And now it's Green running. He can go all the way. A huge slam. The perfect end of the fast break.
Well, there you go. One team operating on all cylinders at either end, steals, fast break buckets, and the other team scrambling to find its game.
Great point. I mean, that aggression has allowed them to just create a lot of havoc, and boy, are they taking advantage.
And another one in the scoring column for him. He's 7 of 10 from the field.
You know, of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is major smash mouth basketball, guys.
All about imposing your will offensively, getting exactly the kind of looks their coach grew up.
Here's Walker, and Charlotte again with the bucket.
Wow, risky shot there size-wise, but the incredible skill that he possesses allows that one to go.
Well, the quick high release negated any height disadvantage he had right there. 4 of their last 5 makes came off of a high-quality shot inside.
Textbook. Really, when you look at how they're playing, they are having their way down low.
Puts up a 3, and it's Freak missing. Warriors leading by 18. Moving it up. Here's Thompson. Good, and Curry.
The only color I care about is green.
Mr. Dom Pagnotti.
I won't bow down to no man. for you were Haitians. I stay from good Jamaican. From different races. With money, they started hating. I woke up in a new Bugatti. I woke up in